Hello YouTube, and welcome to the paradise that we call Growing Green Landscapes. I'm Jeremiah and I own the company here. We have a great team of guys, 4 full-time members and 5th part-time. We're growing every day. Welcome into the journey. This is the Growing Green Podcast YouTube channel. That is our podcast that we do 3 times a week. We do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. On Mondays, we have a great show called Marriage Mondays where my wife and I go on and we talk about all things related to marriage, business, entrepreneurship, parenting, leadership, all that stuff goes in there. Relationships, we talk through all of that. Wednesday, Friday is a more entrepreneurship, leadership-based show. And so that is what we've got going on here on our everyday life, in our everyday life. This channel is the Growing Green Podcast YouTube channel, but I want to walk you through a little bit of what we've got going on in our company today. I want to show you the importance of having an estimating and a budgeting software, and I want to show you how far $550 goes, because it doesn't go very far. So first off, I want to say LMN software is the software that we use, and I'm going to walk around the property here and give you a little tour along the way. We use LMN software to estimate and budget and as a CRM, and that is a software that I've grown to love, and we are implementing it more and more every day into our company. This is something that we started back in the spring of this year. It's been great. It's been awesome. Could not recommend it more. This isn't going to be an LMN pitch. This is going to be why I think you should use it, and I'm going to tell you why in just a minute, so stick around for that. But it's awesome. It's a great CRM that you can get into and get familiar with. You can put all your contacts in there. You can send bulk invoicing, bulk emails, all of this stuff. They can come in and access a portal where they can see all of their service history. So no more Miss Betty can't say, you weren't here this day or you did come. No. It's all right here. It's clocked in, and it will show you a service report of when I was last at your property. So that is another reason that we love it. We love it for our mowing guys. They can clock in and out of the jobs. They have all their routes in there. They optimize routes and all of that. So we love it for the field side. The office side is great because I can put estimates together in about 20 to 30 minutes for pretty complex designs. Well, not complex, intermediate level design, install, planting stuff that used to take me 2 hours to do in another software that just not as advanced. Now I can do it in about 30 minutes. So it pays for itself. You can recoup all of your costs, all of your overhead, and all of the things that go into owning and running a company every year that you don't even think about. And if you're not doing that, then I promise you, you're going to be losing money, and you're going to have a lot more stress for yourself. So breaking the action, let me show you here what we've got. This is our little Oasis. We have a shop lot cleared, and we have had this for about 6 months now. We got this back in February, and it's been a godsend. It's close to us. We're able to park all of our stuff up here. This is a small piece in a big puzzle that we're building and putting together. We're going to end up building a shop on this property one day, hopefully build a house on this property one day. We have 10 acres here all around us that we get to use eventually. And so we have this little spot cleared right now, and that's what we're using. Nothing is as organized as I would like it. You can see over here, we had some plants that we had it left over, ended up dying. They didn't get enough water. So that's just the real life of it. But we've got our containers sitting over here. We've got our corrugated pipe. And this is just our little tool rack that's set up with our pallet here. Just got tools down in there. This was some sod that we had left over that didn't get water. We had like randomly 4 pieces survive. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. And so this over here is just some tarps, and it's just like a little graveyard, a ladder, a tiller. That tiller's actually about to go out on a job tomorrow. But again, this is a piece in the process of building the puzzle. We're going to put a shipping container on this property, and it's going to be really, really cool. So hopefully, let me walk you around here. We're going to put the shipping container right here. So we're going to put a 40-foot container, shoot it right up in those woods, and that's where we're going to be able to get all this stuff out of the weather. This was totally wooded back in February. We came in and cleared this in the downtime, and you can see we did all this with a steel MS 170 chainsaw. We cut all this timber with it. We have our branches and smaller limbs over here. We have our bigger hardwoods over here, our bigger chunks. And so we're going to actually turn this into firewood this season, hopefully, and see if we can sell some firewood. So going to probably either buy or rent a splitter for a couple days, and hopefully split some of that and sell firewood this year. So we're going to take what we have. It's all hardwood, and hopefully sell some of it. So we have access to burning, which is great. That's right there. We had a big burn pile here earlier. That all got burnt down today. Cleared some land up in there. That's our pressure washing trailer for Brighter Bends. That's another venture that we'll talk about, but that's another video. I don't want to keep you too long. We're going on, I don't know, probably 6 minutes here. And I want to tell you why I started this video, why I was talking about LMN. I told you to come back to it, but I wanted to give you a little walk around. We haven't really done that. So this is why. $550 in new shoes for the mini skid. When I say new shoes, I mean tracks here. We just got these put on today, and like I said, 550 bucks. They were 260 something dollars a piece, and not including the labor to put them on. You gotta love that, right? We had to put all these on, had to take the old ones off, put them on. I'll show you really quickly. Let me bounce over here and show you how bad a shape the other ones were in. Our old ones were in awful shape. They were coming apart, so we had to have them. These tracks lasted a year. We bought the machine just over a year ago. These are the original tracks, but they were literally coming apart. The wires showing, chunks out of them there, a spike coming out there. They were in awful shape, so we had to get some new ones. So we got these put on today, and from what I hear, 250, 260 bucks is not bad for a single track. I'm not necessarily complaining. I think we got a good deal from the dealer that I found, but it's just like $550 for some shoes. That adds up very, very quickly. Pausing the action. Actually, let's take this phone call live. Hello. Okay, all good. All right, sounds good. Bye. Real time, real phone calls. We run a business, and that was the guys were going to get tires on the trailer. We had to get some new tires on our dump trailer. They were telling me they had to pick it up and something happened with the billing, so we'll figure that out down the road. But anyway, back to the tracks. $550 for some tracks. Now, these are they're essential. We have to have them. The machine doesn't operate without them. But it's just like, man, this stuff adds up. $550 a year, essentially. Like those last tracks lasted us a year. I'm gonna budget these to do the same. And if you don't have a software like LMN, and pick your software. This is not a sponsored LMN video. This is not a pitch. This is me telling you what's working in our company. And it's not to tell you that it's right or wrong. It's just telling you what we're using and how we're doing it. If you're not running some type of software to recover those tracks right there, you're gonna pay that $600, and none of your customers, none of your jobs throughout the year are gonna pay for that. If you have this software, you put those $600 tracks into your budget in January or throughout the year as you update it, and you say, hey, I need to recover this over 12-month span, 250 working days, however many days a year you work, then it's going to go off in $5, $10 increments on every job you bid. And so you're going to recoup all of that and turn profit on it. And so you have to be working and thinking through this stuff when you are starting your company. It's easy in the early days to just go out, get a mower, get a trailer, get a blower, and go to work. That doesn't cut it anymore, guys. Gas is too expensive, labor is too expensive, insurance is too expensive, tracks are too expensive. That doesn't work anymore. You have to have something that's showing you how much business is actually costing you and how much money at the end of the day you're taking home. Because what is profit at the end of the day? After everything and everybody is paid, right? That's not talked about enough anymore. It's always said, oh, well, I got $600 today. I made 600 bucks. You may have made 600 bucks in revenue mowing. How much did you spend on gas? How much did you spend on labor? How much did you spend on the stuff that is not directly billed to that day? So your weed eater string, your caps, your replacements, your pull cords, all that stuff. Like if we buy 5 pull cords a year at 25 bucks a piece, you're 125 bucks out of your year gone, but that could be recouped. That's the importance of software. So, sorry to get on a little rant. Welcome to YouTube. This is the first YouTube video I've done long form in a long time, but I just got fired up, got passionate, said, hey, let's talk about this. Let's put it in a long form video and actually talk about it. So we talk about this more on the podcast. The Growing Green podcast is on all major podcast platforms. We do talk about this stuff 3 times a week. So if you're ever looking, if you ever want to know like anything about business, leadership, even if I don't know it and I can't tell you, we probably talked to someone who has. We've gotten 400 episodes, over 400 episodes in on the show now. So we've talked to a lot of people, interviewed a lot of people, gotten a lot of opinions, and I think you can benefit from it there. So if you do want to check out LMN, this is not a sponsored video, but I will tell you, we do have an affiliate code with them. It's just code Jeremiah. It's just my name. And if you do want to check them out, go check them out. I promise you, you're going to enjoy it. But If you use my name, you're gonna get an onboard experience like no other. You're gonna get a one-on-one onboard specialist. And guys, this software is very, very advanced. It costs a lot, it's expensive, I'm not gonna lie, it's expensive. But when I say it costs a lot, does it? Because remember what we said about those tracks? The cost of the software is baked into your budget. So you recoup this, your customers pay for this. And you in turn get to run a better business because of it. So use code Jeremiah, and you can have a great onboard experience with them. Check it out, try them out. I'm pretty sure there's a free version you can try, but get on the phone, get on the demo, try it out, see if it works for your business. It's gonna help you, I promise you. 2 years ago, I'd have paid $600 for these tracks, but I never recouped it this way this year. These are going in the budget. I'm gonna get my money back. We're gonna keep running a profitable business and grow together and bring you more content like this one, maybe, hopefully. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Come follow us here on the channel, subscribe. Come follow us on the podcast, the Growing Green Podcast. You like my window decal? We'll maybe do another video on that and branding. Right there, my finger going the wrong way? That way, that way, that way, there we go. Looking at it backwards. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Let's put this machine up and let's go home for the day. I appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you here on the next one.